A very good evening and welcome along to the Jurong East Stadium here in Singapore. It's the league leaders Albirex Niigata in action at home to Geylang International. After a break for international football, we are approaching the tail end of yet another exciting AIA Singapore Premier League season. I'm Ziaul Raushan and I will be keeping you company for the next couple of hours. As you can see, the weather has played ball and we are anticipating kickoff very soon. Well ahead of match day 18, let's take a quick look at the standings to see what is at stake for both these teams. There you have it, Albirex Niigata in pole position as it stands. 5 points clear at the top of the table with 4 games to play. The team from Japan are vying for their 5th SPL title in 6 years. For the visitors, Geylang International, well, they find themselves in 6th place. 3 points clear of the bottom 2 and within touching distance of 5th place, Tanjong Pagar. Not long to go till kickoff here at the Jurong East Stadium. So as we continue our build-up, let's check in with the coaches, starting with home team Albirex Niigata.
Hi coach, 4 games to go with a 5-point lead at the top. Is the team feeling the pressure towards the end of this season?
Yes, of course. We feel pressure in every match.
Kuraba Kondo, a man in form. How impressive has he been since joining and how important will he be for the run-in?
Yeah, he has good skills and is an important player for the team. But this is football. We are always playing as one whole team.
You've beaten today's opponents, Geylang twice, but only by the odd goal. Expecting another tight game?
Of course, it will be tough match. However, we want to show exciting football for this game.
Since the last Gasp 3-2 loss to Young Lions, you've had a bit of time with the international break. That must have helped to have some time off to recover from that shocking loss.
I mean, there was a lot of time to recover from that loss. I think for us is we have been very inconsistent throughout the whole season, even in the last 5-6 games. We started well with the 2 wins and then we lost, I think, 3 games in a row. And for us is I think we only have 4 games left to finish up the season, and definitely we want to finish strongly.
You've lost twice to Albirex this season, but both of only the odd goal. Having run them so close previously, how's the team feeling ahead of today's game today?
I mean, it was a very close game. 1-0 and 2-1 in both games, But saying that, we know what's the quality of a Albirex team, and they are going for the title. And they're going to be very disciplined today, because I think they're going to go out there and to get the 3 points. I think on my side, I think definitely the Young Lions game, it's a bit impact on the team. But definitely for us is we want to be spoilers tonight, and hopefully, open up the title race in the league. Yeah.
Zaiful Nizam gets his first start since joining the team. What will he bring to the team, especially one that seems to be lacking composure at the back?
I mean, everyone knows what kind of experience he has in the league, and he's a fantastic goalkeeper. I think one extra asset that he has is his technical abilities during building up, And I mean, it's still a short period of time to work with him now, but I think for us is to give him that opportunity to start playing with the team now, and since he's going to be with us next season, so hopefully he can do wonders like how he has done with Balestier the last 8 years. Yep.
Thank you, coach.
Thank you.
There you have it, Geylang International head coach slightly giving the team news away. We will have confirmation of all the team news for you very shortly. This, of course, is one of 2 games coming to you live on this Soccer Saturday here in Singapore. It's all across the Singtel StarHub network, as well as the AIA Singapore Premier League Facebook page and the OnePlay Sports Network. Hougang United are in action against Tampines Rovers, and I will try my best to keep you abreast of the scores happening over there as well as here. In the here and now, though, we are awaiting kickoff between league leaders Albirex Niigata and Geylang International. The teams have faced off twice so far this season. On both those matches, it was Albirex Niigata who won by the odd goal. Takahira Tezuka was the match winner in both those games. In April, Albirex won 1-0, while in May, Albirex won 2-1. As you can see, fans are in attendance and they've turned up pretty decently. What better way to spend your Saturday evening than supporting local football? Albirex Niigata, of course, come here on a good run of form. They've won 4 of their last 5 games, having scored 12 goals and conceded just 4. They, of course, have a league-high 6 clean sheets as well. And you can see the Orange Army in attendance as their team closes in on what will possibly be a 5th league title in 6 seasons. Albirex Niigata, a team known for their efficiency, and they've done just that this season. Displayed incredible efficiency in their push for the title. They have it, both teams are ready to march out, led out by the ball boys. Catch a glimpse of the respective captains leading out their teams. The home team captain Kazuki Hashioka. And the away team captain Yuki Ichikawa. Albirex Niigata, of course, dressed in their bright home kit of orange. And Geylang International are also dressed in their home kit green. How about that? Fans waving flags, supporting their teams on as both the players, sets of players, exchange pre-match pleasantries. You might catch a glimpse of some team news as the players continue their pre-match rituals. The man in the middle dressed in yellow and dressed quite sharply in yellow as both the captains, Hashioka and Ichikawa, come in for the coin toss. Ichikawa, of course, formerly of Albirex Niigata. Confirmation of your match officials, referee Jansen Fu. He'll be assisted by Ronnie Ko and Taufik Ahmad. 4th official is Farhat Muhammad, and the match commissioner for today, Jimmy Cheong. And the microphones might be picking this up. The fans are in good attendance and good voice. It's not just the home fans. Geylang International have a fair few fans in the stands as well, and I'm sure we'll hear them as the match wears on. A safe distance pre-match photo, a sign of the times we currently live in amidst this battle against the pandemic. A final check of the net by the referee. And here we have the team news. Albirex Niigata have 1 change to the team that thumped Balestier Khalsa. Fikri Junaidi has come in for Junki Yoshimura. Do look out for Korabo Kondo on the bench. He scored 2 goals against Balestier last time out, as well as Kiyoshiro Suboi, who has 11 goals this season. He's returned from injury and finds a place on the bench. As for the away team, they too have some changes. 3 changes to be exact. Confirmation of a debut for Zaiful Nizam in goal. He comes in for Wayne Chiu. Ashukri Wahid is in for Christopher Van Huysen. And Afik Yunus is in for Abdel Kaim. Christopher Van Huysen, of course, takes his place on the bench, having been in good form recently till the break for international football. There's the man plotting his way to Albirex title. Keiji Shigatomi is looking to deliver a 5th Premier League title for Albirex Niigata in 6 years. And we did hear Geylang International coach Noor Ali mention that they want to play spoilers. They want to keep this title race alive for the rest of the teams, especially the Lion City Sailors, who are in action tomorrow against the Young Lions. A pre-match huddle for Albirex Niigata. The man in your picture, Takahiro Tezuka, was the match winner in previous games. In your picture now, Muhammad Noor Ali. After exchanging pleasantries with the home team, he's walking over to his dugout. Geylang have, of course, only won 2 games in their last 5 matches. Suffered that shock last gasp defeat against the Young Lions last time out at our Tampines hub. And we're just seconds away from kickoff now, as a referee Jansen Fu, out of your picture, does the final checks. And it does look like it'd be the home team who kick us off. Albirex Niigata, dressed in orange. There's your man in the middle, Jansen Fu. Final check with his 4th official. If you're just joining us, you've chosen a right time to join us. Kickoff is just seconds away between league leaders Albirex Niigata and Geylang International. And it is Albirex who kick us off at the Jurong East Stadium. This, of course, is one of 2 games coming to you live on this Soccer Saturday here in the AIA Singapore Premier League. Barry Maguire with an early touch of the ball, looking to unleash a Shukri Wahid. Unfortunately couldn't find him as Takahiro Koga comes all the way out together. And straight away, the Geylang Ultras are in good voice, cheering their team on. An outstanding crossfield ball that finds Yu Tokiwa. As Albirex, Zaiful Nizam straight away tested, doesn't catch it. A nervy start here for Zaiful Nizam on his Eagles debut. He did get an all-important touch though. Let's have another look at the chance. All started from here. It was Taniguchi who had Zaiful Nizam backpedaling till a Geylang defender emerged on the scene to clear the ball. It's Albirex Niigata who have the day's first corner, and it's Takahiro Tezuka who has 3 assists, who plays this one. Does look like a training ground routine that's gone wrong as Geylang gather possession. Geylang, of course, a team with plenty of firepower. Between Amy Reka and Matthias Moresh, they have 20 goals, 10 apiece between those two. Amy Reka, a man in form, 6 goals in his last 6 matches. If he scores today, he'll become the first player since Shawal Anwar to score in 6 consecutive Singapore Premier League matches. Of course, was recently rewarded for his good form with a call-up to the national team. They didn't play any matches, but it was centralized training nonetheless. A move that was clamoured for by many fans for a Singaporean striker who's been bang on form all season long. Of course, he's having the most prolific season of his career. And today will be a big test on that front. Speaking of test, Ilhan Noor, another player, of course, son of head coach Noor Ali, has made the splash in the Singapore Premier League. I remember watching him score 2 goals on his debut. And since then, he's really been one of the mainstays in this team, especially with the under-23 ruling. Ichikawa. Back to Zaiful Nizam, who of course left Balestier Khalsa mid-season and then found himself at Geylang International, joining the team on a 2-year contract. 29-year-old Zaiful Nizam expected to add composure, a trait that's been lacking for Geylang International. And it's evident from their recent form in defence. Having conceded 11 goals in the last 5 games, they haven't kept a clean sheet in 21 Singapore Premier League matches, and they have no clean sheets at all this season. That's in stark contrast to the home team and league leaders Albirex Niigata, who have a league-high 6 clean sheets, including 2-2 in the last game. So the signs are ominous for the visiting Geylang International. Albirex Niigata with a 5-point lead over second-place Lion City Sailors. And it did look for a second there that the Albirex player was clean through. Fikri Junaidi, brought down by Afiq Yunus, who receives the first booking of the day. Afiq Yunus was taking no risk as Fikri Junaidi found himself running through. And it's a set-piece opportunity here early on for Albirex. Let's have another look at the foul. Afiq Yunus, I think he knew exactly what he was doing there as Fikri Junaidi looked to run into space. Just a quick change of the match ball, I believe, as Jansen has the ball shuffled over to the side. Zaiful Nizam already been tested once today from that early effort from Taniguchi. And now he's arranging his wall ahead of what should be another test for him on his Geylang International debut. Geylang, of course, are a team who have lost 2 goalkeepers this season for various reasons. Both those goalkeepers have left the local game. So it came quite timely that an experienced individual like Zaiful Nizam became available. And it does look like Kosuke Chiku will be taking this free kick. Hits the bar. Kosuke Chiku wasn't too far away there from breaking the deadlock. Just 6 minutes into this game, and already Albirex Niigata are showing that they mean business. Let's have another look at the free kick. Kosuke Chiku stood over it, denied by the woodwork. And it's Albirex Niigata who started this game well, as you'd expect for the league leaders and the home team. Of the 17 games they've played thus far this season, they've won 12 and drawn 4, losing just once. And as I alluded to earlier, they do have a 5-point advantage over second place Lion City Sailors, who of course have played a game less. The Lion City Sailors in action against the Young Lions tomorrow. And then on Friday, it's the blockbuster clash between the top two. Albirex Niigata play the Lion City Sailors on Friday. Do mark your calendars for that one. That proves to be a tasty, tasty encounter as the AIA Singapore Premier League season draws to a close. Here come Albirex Niigata looking to make their possession count. Once again, 6s and 7s at the back, but somehow Geylang clear their lines. It's Ashukri Wahid who picks out Moresh. And Moresh loves the ball at his feet. Well, not that time. Unfortunately, the Brazilian has run out of space to keep the ball. But somehow Geylang maintain possession. Or try to, at least. Tezuka's given it away. Ashukri Wahid has done well. Danny Kim switches the play, looking for Ilhan Noor, who's made the right back position his own in recent weeks. Barry Maguire. Did he get a touch? Nope, it came off Albrecht's man, says the referee, and it goes out for a Geylang International throw-in. Confirmation of the yellow card earlier. Afik Yunus, the first man to go into the book. He, of course, joined Geylang International during the mid-season. Has done fairly well. He arrived together with Abdul Kaim to solve Geylang International's defensive woes. But as Noor Ali alluded to in the pre-match interview, Geylang have suffered from inconsistency all season. Of the 17 games Geylang have played, they've only won 5 and lost 11, which is the most number of games across the league. Conceded a whopping 43 goals across 17 games. In your picture there, Amy Reka, a man who's done well despite his team's troubles. Looking for a green shirt, doesn't find it. As Albirex clear their lines. Danny Kim, though, will look to regain possession for the Eagles. Unfortunately, he couldn't find a teammate. And the ball's gone out for Albirex Niigata throw-in. Amy Reka, what a season he's having. 10 goals, 2 assists. The highest scoring Singaporean in the Singapore Premier League. All the way back, safety first from Firdaus Kasman. Played short by Zaiful Nizam. Firdaus in possession of the ball. Ichikawa. No option, so he goes all the way back to his goalkeeper. But this time launches it long, looking for Moresh. Shuya Yamashita adjudged to have fouled Moresh as it stops for Geylang free kick, which they take quite quickly. Once again, Geylang International happy to keep possession of the ball, play it short along the back and look for a way out of the back. Ichikawa's done well. Danny Kim to Firdaus Kasman. Harith Kanadi's done well. Finds Ashukri. Back to Harith. Barry Maguire launches one of those trademark balls to find Moresh in space. And Moresh has space. Looks to beat his man. He's done just that, but can't find a green shirt in the box. Barry Maguire will have at it. Beats his man. Chiku left a leg in there. Number 8 against number 8, and it's the number 8 in green who wins the foul. A set piece opportunity here for the Eagles. Let's have another look at the foul. Did well to beat his man. Chiku left a leg in there, and Barry Maguire hit the deck. And it's Geylang International who have this free kick opportunity. It does look like Amy Reka is standing over it. This time it's Takahiro Koga who has to arrange his wall. Koga, of course, has kept a league-high 6 clean sheets, including 2 in the last 2, and I'm sure he will be wanting to make it 3 today. As Amy Reka and Ashukri Wahid stand over this free kick. Has gone low, on target, but tame effort that Koga gratefully gathers. I must say the buzz of the fans in the stadium is fantastic and fabulous to hear. If you're joining us at home, thank you for your company this Saturday evening. The AIA Singapore Premier League is reaching its tail end, but there's still plenty to play for in the way of the championship, as well as those qualification berths for the AFC Champions League as well as the AFC Cup. And in the here and now, it's league leaders Albirex Niigata against Geylang International. The league leaders are looking to stretch their advantage at the top. Remains goalless after 12 minutes, but it's Albirex who've had the better chances. Fikri Junaidi adjudged to have fouled Ichikawa. And straight away the physio comes in to check in, straight away asking for a card there, Ichikawa. Oh, there's plenty of pressure on referee Jansen Fu, who's keeping a lid on the situation. Let's have another look at the foul. Did he mean it? He did have a hold of his shorts, but I don't think it was malicious in any way. It does look like Ichikawa will be okay to continue. Mateus Moresh needs to be careful not to talk himself into a booking here. And Jansen Fu calmly sends the Brazilian away as the Japanese man, Yuki Ichikawa, sits out for a bit of treatment. There he is, back to his feet. Ichikawa has had his troubles with injury and form this season, but has done much better since the season resumed. And I can confirm he's back on the pitch as good as ever. There he is in possession of the ball, Ichikawa. All the way back. Ichikawa has been the mainstay in the defense for Geylang. Has had to swap partners in the second half of the season between Afik Yunus and Abdul Kaim, depending on who's fit and in form. It's Afik who's got the nod today. And he, of course, picked up the day's first yellow card early on. And he'll be walking a tightrope for the rest of the game. Barry Maguire in possession of the ball. Barry Maguire also doing well this season, supplying 7 goals, 7 assists for one of the senior members of this Geylang International team. Looking for the run of a green shirt, doesn't find it as Albirex clear the lines. Unfortunately, Albirex can't keep possession of the ball, and it's Geylang who once again look to play it short and play it out at the back. Fikri Junaidi straight away pressuring Ichikawa. Firdaus Kasman preferred in midfield to Izdin Shafiq. In no rush, Geylang International happy to keep possession. Albirex Niigata, of course, approaching a very crucial part of the season. They have just 4 games left to play. But of course, the return to fitness of Kiyoshiro Suboi will no doubt add some wind to their sails. Kiyoshiro Suboi has 11 goals this season. The man brought in to fill the void of Tomoyuki Doi, and boy has he done well. Unfortunately picked up a knee injury, but he is on the bench today, and we possibly might see him at some point later on today, getting some minutes. In the here now, though, it's Geylang International who found their way into the Albirex box. Shukri Wahid looking to make a nuisance of himself doesn't succeed as it goes out for Albirex goal kick. Shukri Wahid, one of the 3 under-23 players in the Geylang starting 11, alongside Harith Kanadi and Ilhan Noor. But you might argue they are there based on merit, based on the form they've shown this year. Also under 23, Takahiro Koga. And I must say, when you look at this Albirex team, it is a very, very young team. The oldest player on the pitch is Captain Kazuki Hashioka at 24. The youngest, of course, being the Singaporean Ong Yuen, who's got 3 assists at just 17 years of age. Ong Yuen, a real talent. There you have it, the match stats thus far, brought to you by Genius Sports. It's Albirex Niigata who have 2 shots compared to Geylang International's 1. And in case you missed those chances, Albirex were denied by the woodwork early on. It was a Chiku free kick that came off the woodwork. That's the closest we've gone to an opening goal here at the Jurong East Stadium. Home, of course, of Albirex Niigata. Champions in the last 4 of the 5 seasons. Winners in 2016, 2017, 2018, as well as 2020. It was another foreign team, Brunei DPMM, that won in 2019. And you have to go all the way back to 2014 for the last time a Singaporean team won the Singapore Premier League. That was Warriors FC back in 2014. The Lion City Sailors, though, are looking to break that duck. They have much to do, though. They, of course, play the Young Lions tomorrow, the Lion City Sailors. And then, of course, that tantalizing clash I was talking to you about on Friday night. It's Albirex Niigata against the Lion City Sailors. Almost a title showdown, you dare say. Well, depending on how the results go from here till Friday. We, of course, will have that game for you live across the network, so do make a date with us. Kunimoto, all the way back to Koga. Plays it short to Kunimoto. Can't get past Afiq Yunus. Moresh has done very well. Look to earn the foul, doesn't. Danny Kim comes in quite strongly, and it's Ashukri. Looked to have space and then decided to take the shot. Wasn't the best decision as Albirex gather possession. Albirex, of course, have won by a single goal margin in the last 3 meetings between these two sides. And they haven't lost to Geylang International since July 2019. Afiq Yunus, calm as ever, heads it back to Zaiful Nizam. Good to see Zaiful Nizam make his debut for Geylang International. His future in the game looked in doubt until the Eagles came calling for the former Balestier Khalsa custodian. Of course, part of the national team setup as well. Firdaus Kasman gathers possession, looking for the run of Barry Maguire. Doesn't find him as Albirex get the ball. Firdaus has a second bite of the cherry, and this time picks out Danny Kim. Once again, Geylang in no rush. Happy to play it short, play it along the back line, and then see how they can get past Albirex Niigata. Ichikawa. Look at that press. 5 Albirex players closing in on the man in possession. It does tell you all about the fitness and the desire of this Albirex team to press from the front when they are not in possession of the football. Ichikawa, once again, back to Zaiful Nizam. Zaiful Nizam, of course, replacing Wayne Chu in the lineup today. Wayne Chu had put in a string of decent performances until a bit of a haphazard display against the Young Lions. A bit unlucky to miss out the young player. But that's football. There's always going to be competition for places, especially so when it comes in the form of a 29-year-old goalkeeper who's in the national team setup. So Zaiful Nizam has come in to hopefully provide some composure to the back line, says head coach Noor Ali. There you have it, fans in attendance. 1,000 fans allowed. And while the game is not a sellout, I must say there's a fair few number of fans whetting their appetite for what should be a good weekend of football, not just in Singapore, but across the world after the international break. Ong Ian once again ploughing down the flank, applying pressure. He's done well this season. 17-year-old, one of the Singaporeans in this Japanese team. They, of course, are missing a couple of other Singaporeans. Albirex Niigata, Nicky Melvin Singh out for the rest of the season with a torn hamstring, as well as Fairoz Hassan, who's not fully fit. Nicky Melvin Singh and Fairoz Hassan, one of the two more familiar Singaporean faces in this Albirex team, unfortunately missing through injury. That gives a chance for Fikri Junaidi to feature. Fikri Junaidi, just 21 years of age. And Koga's come out a long way here as Amy Reka, that goes toward goal, and that's hit the woodwork. And somehow Albirex Niigata have not conceded. Koga finding himself in all sorts of trouble there. And Albirex lived to fight another day. How close was that? Let's have another look. Amy Reka, Koga came out a long, long way. Amy only had one thing on his mind, denied again the woodwork coming into play, denying us a breakthrough goal here. And Amy Reka knew that was close. So close for his 11th goal of the season. And that's both teams who've been denied by the woodwork in the opening 23 minutes here at the Jurong East Stadium. It is simmering, this game between the league leaders Albirex Niigata and Geylang International. Takahiro Koga almost made to pay for a rush of blood. Mateus Moresh. Ilhan Noor has kept possession of the ball. Looks to take on the play, and he's done that. Moresh has come back into play. Moresh to Firdaus Kasman. Looked for Shukri Wahid, couldn't find him. Fikri Junaidi thought he was through there. The flag went up, and I believe correctly so. We will confirm that with a replay shortly, but for a moment there, Fikri Junaidi thought he was through on goal. Barry Maguire. Firdaus Kasman. Firdaus Kasman back to Barry Maguire. Once again, Albirex playing on the front foot as Zaiful Nizam adopts a safety-first approach. Does find Firdaus Kasman with his long ball forward. Barry Maguire looking to zing a ball to Amy Reka, who's done well. Picks out his strike partner, Mateus Moresh. An excellent switch of play for Ilhan Noor, who's put too much weight into it, but somehow Ashukri Wahid connected with that heavy cross in by Ilhan Noor. Not that Ashukri's shot was on target though. And we will stop for the day's first water break. And I must say it was Albirex Niigata who started this game well, but Geylang have come into it. Ashukri Wahid, the latest man, to try and find a breakthrough. This, of course, is one of two games going on simultaneously in Singapore over at the Hougang Stadium. Hougang United lead 3-1 against Tampines Rovers. Tampines Rovers, a team who are struggling for form, and it does look like Hougang United are making them pay. The Cheetahs leading 3-1 against the Stags. I will have confirmation of the goal scorers when I can. So 4 goals, with Hougang scoring 3 of them at the Hougang Stadium. In the here now though, at the Jurong East Stadium, it remains goalless between Albirex Niigata and Geylang International. As referee Jensen Fu calls the players back from their first water break in this first half. Both teams have gone close in their efforts to find a breakthrough goal here. It was Kosuke Chiku's free kick that came rattling off the woodwork early on before Amy Reka caught Koga off his line, and then his shot came off the post. So it's just millimeters that denied us an opening goal here at the Jurong East Stadium as we get underway after the water break. And it's Koga who will get us underway with the goal kick. And Afik needs to be careful. He is already on a yellow card, and I'm sure he'll be keenly aware of the task ahead. It's going to be difficult dealing with the Albirex front line when you're on a yellow card. That's the assignment for Afik Yunos as Geylang International look to defend. Hashioka denied a way through. Hashioka has a team high 4 assists for Albirex, the captain who really has come to the fore, not just in defense, but as well as in attack. A real rampaging right back. There was plenty of forays and has 4 assists for good measure this season. Albirex, of course, have plenty of firepower on the bench. It's not just a Suboy who's returned to fitness. They can also rely on Kuraba Kondo, a 19-year-old, highly rated player who came into the Singapore Premier League this season, has contributed with 8 goals all season, including 2 in the last game, having come on at halftime against Ballistic Ulcer. That's the thing about this Albirex team. They go at you for 90 minutes. Got to show plenty of concentration and fitness to deal with the league leaders. Just about 30 minutes played though, and Geylang International are doing their best against a team that will undoubtedly be favourites. Koga. Chiku. Ong Ian. Ong Ian has 2 for company. Takahiro Tezuka launches it long. Flag's gone up. As the referee on the far side, second assistant referee Taufik Ahmad, who had his flag up. You can see pockets of fans on the outside of the stadium as well. There's also plenty of fans in the stadium and in good voice. Geylang International, of course, call our Tampines hub their home stadium, having previously plied their trade at Bedok Stadium. So technically it's a journey to the west for the Geylang fans. It's Fikri Junaidi, an outstanding goal from Fikri Junaidi. How about that? This 21-year-old who's been brought into the team has broken the deadlock and straight away runs over to the bench to celebrate And look what it means to him. 21-year-old Fikri Junaidi has given Albirex Niigata the lead here. We talked about the Singaporeans who are missing for Albirex. Well, is the Singaporean who's been brought into the lineup, who's done ever so well. What a finish from Fikri Junaidi to give Albirex the lead. A rasping right foot effort gave Zaiful Nizam no chance. And it's Albirex Niigata who take the lead after 30 minutes here at the Jurong East Stadium. Fikri Junaidi, the man who's got the goal. Takahiro Tezuka judged to have fouled Firdaus Kasman in the middle of the park. That's what this Albirex team can do. They can hit you in a flash. Just as Geylang thought they had thwarted the Albirex onslaught early on and got a foothold in the game, this man came into the picture. Fikri Junaidi, just 21 years of age, has broken the deadlock and given the White Swans an all-important lead, not just on the balance of play for today, but as well in that race for the Singapore Premier League title. And Zaiful Nizam is denied a clean sheet on his Geylang International debut. That makes it 22 games in a row now that Geylang International have conceded a goal without a clean sheet all season long. And unfortunately for them, that stretches all the way back into last season as well. So defense has been quite a problem for Geylang International. And Albirex Niigata have taken advantage of that problem by taking the lead here at the Jurong East Stadium. Ilhan Noor was taking no chances as he heads that out for a throw-in. Barry Maguire looking to calm things down. 31-year-old Barry Maguire, the senior head. Yet another stat update brought to you by Genius Sports. Albirex Niigata have been caught offside twice. Correctly so as well. No questions over the offside decisions. Barry Maguire does well to beat his man. Ilhan Noor asking a lot of Barry, and in the process has given the ball away as Albirex come again, this time through Ong Yun, who's got Hashioka. Unfortunately, too much power in that from Hashioka as it goes into the proverbial Rosie. High and wide from the Albirex captain as Geylang International get underway with a goal kick. Once again, high press from Albirex. Fully aware of Geylang International wanting to try and play it out of the back. Takahiro Tezuka, the match winner in the past two encounters between these two teams. Danny Kim spotting a bright blonde hair, just like Mateus Moraes. I wonder if they go to the same barber, really. Here come Albirex, though. Again, a shot from distance. That wasn't too far away. It was Ryoya Taniguchi with a stinging effort on his left leg. He's got 5 goals this season, Taniguchi. He thought that was number 6. Fortunately, just too much height on the ball. And at the moment, Geylang International are living dangerously. About 10 minutes to go to half-time. The Geylang fans urging their team on. Ichikawa's done well. Once again, Fikri Junaidi, the goal scorer, adjudged to have been too close for company. He's had a busy opening 35 minutes, hasn't he, Fikri Junaidi? I did wonder during my match prep which Singaporean will step up for Albirex in the absence of Nicky Malvin Singh and Fairoz Hassan. Well, it's Fikri Junaidi who's heeded that call, brought into the team, and now having scored the opener for Albirex Niigata. Plenty of football left to be played as the league leaders look to, of course, stretch their advantage at the top of the table. They could potentially go 8 points clear of the Lion City Sailors, who of course don't play till tomorrow. Here come Geylang. Emireka has 2 for company. Takahiro Tezuka did ever so well to displace him. Looking for the run of Taniguchi. Barry Maguire was on hand to head the ball. Danny Kim to Firdaus Kasman. Ichikawa asks for the ball and gets the ball. Barry to Firdaus. Matej Moraes lays it off, receives it back from Emireka. That's interesting from the Geylang strikers. Ilhan has Ichikawa for company. Firdaus back to Ichikawa. Barry Maguire in the middle of the park. Danny Kim heads it back to Barry. That's the ball looking for the fullback. And Ilhan does gather possession of the ball as Geylang look to make the most of their possession. And it's Danny Kim who has the ball. Ashukri. I do beg your pardon, Harith Kanadi. Now to Ashukri. It's confusing with both those players spotting wristbands. Afik Yunus. And all the way back for Geylang International. Well, in the last 17 encounters between these two teams, there have been no draws. So there's always been a winner in the past 17 games between these two teams. The last draw came in 2016, would you believe? 5 years ago, there was a 2-2 draw in the Singapore Cup. As Albirex Niigata looked to make it 2. Unfortunately, Ong Yen couldn't find connection with the header. Fikri thought a Geylang International player had touched the ball. The referee said otherwise, as Harith Kanadi will get us started with this throw-in. Once again, Geylang get the decision their way, and it's gone out for a throw-in. And another throw-in. That's 3 back-to-back throw-ins down the left-hand side. Zaiful Nizam passes to his captain. Well, Noah Ali has a job on his hands, doesn't he? His team are trailing 1-0. They've showed some spots of brilliance, but haven't had much else to show for their efforts thus far. On the bench, he doesn't have that many options. Christopher Van Huysen is a man that stands out, a man in good form, Christopher Van Huysen. 1 goal and 3 assists this season. Of course, he has Faris Farhan in the way of an attacking substitution if necessary. And one thing Geylang do have, though, is boisterous fans who are making a lot of noise. And for a minute there, it did look like Harith Kanadi might be through. If you're just joining us, it is league leaders Albirex Niigata who have a slender 1-0 lead. It was Fikri Junaidi who gave them the lead on the half-hour mark. Fikri Junaidi, a former Eagle himself, played in the green of Geylang International in 2019. Since then, though, he went to the Young Lions and now plays for Albirex Niigata Singapore. And it's Fikri Junaidi who scored against his former club to give the White Swans a slender 1-0 advantage as we approach the final 5 minutes of the first half. Firdaus Kasman. Ichikawa. launches it long. Unfortunately, Emireka was offside. That grimace on his face tells you he knows it. Kurimoto all the way back to Koga. Koga again. To Chiku in midfield. Ryosuke Nagasawa tangled with the ball, and it's Geylang who got possession. Danny Kim hit the deck, but it's Geylang who have gone down, but the referees played advantage. Not sure that's the advantage they needed. But it's Koga who wasn't too sure of the flight of the ball and opted to punch it away, and has gone out for a corner kick. Koga has had a few nervy moments in the first half, but I guess if you're not too sure, you can't be too safe. And Koga was doing just that. You can see that Noali is incensed that he hasn't been given the free kick for 2 tackles, first on Danny Kim and then on Emireka. I must say, I don't envy the job of 4th official Farhad Muhammad to explain the situation to a head coach who would be fairly annoyed, shall we say. The ball adjudged to have gone out through that corner kick. So it's Albirex Niigata who will get us underway with the goal kick. Just receiving word that Hougang United now lead 4-1 against Tampines Rovers. The Stags are really struggling for form, aren't they? And it's the Cheetahs who've taken full advantage to have a commanding 4-1 lead. Not even half-time yet over at Hougang Stadium, and the Cheetahs look to have a very, very strong lead against the Stags. In the here and now, though, that was an interesting moment that Zaiful Nizam was on hand to take advantage of. Gather the ball comfortably, Zaiful, to sting the danger out. We do have 2 players down on the pitch over at the far side. Does look like it's Harith Kanadi who's in a bit of pain. This out of your picture, you can see Zaiful Nizam just chatting to his teammates, well, new teammates. Harith Kanadi does look to be in pain as Jansen Fu just tries to make sure he's okay. Offers him a hand. I don't think Harith Kanadi was aware of that. It was Hashioka and Harith Kanadi who were tangling, shall we say, for the ball. Once again, just about 90 minutes of regulation time in the first half left to play. Not counting the additional minutes, of course. And it's Albirex Niigata who have a small advantage as we approach half-time. Geylang International with work to do at the break. As Danny Kim plays it short to Afik Yunus. Barry Maguire. They've lost possession here, Geylang, as Hashioka bombs forward, plays the ball in, and it's Ichikawa who got the all-important touch to clear the lines for Geylang International. Here comes Mateus Maresh leading the breakaway. Ilhan Noor arrives on the scene to give him support. Back to Maresh. To Danny Kim. There's Barry Maguire on the far side. Will be looking to play this ball into the box, maybe not. It's Harith Kanadi. Good to see him back and up and running again after being in a bit of pain earlier. Barry Maguire to Danny Kim. Back to Harith Kanadi. It almost seems like that promise of that attack has ebbed away as Albirex have players back in possession as Geylang look to build again. Ilhan Noor's lost possession of the ball. Smart play here by Fikri Junaidi to knock that onto a Geylang player and earn his team a throw-in. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes of a stoppage time. 2 minutes of a stoppage time left to play in the first half here at the Jurong East Stadium. One that hasn't seen the Albirex backline troubled very much. There was one chance for Amy Reka that came off the woodwork. But apart from that, it's been fairly comfortable for the league leaders. Ilhan Noor told to calm down. He argues he got the ball. Jansen Fu thinks otherwise, as Yu Toki hit the deck and earns a free kick. One last opportunity from this set piece for Albirex to close out the half on a high, as Takahiro Tezuka stands over it. Let's have a look. Did Ilhan have a point? He does seem to get the ball, but followed through on the player. Nonetheless, he and his team have a free kick to defend here, one that Takahiro Tezuka is standing over. Takahiro with the ball in. Afikino's got an all-important boot. Not cleared yet though, as Fikri Junaidi swings a hopeful right leg effort. Barry Maguire on hand to sting out the danger. Ran out of space there, Barry Maguire. But I guess a throw-in is less dangerous than a goal kick. I mean, I do beg your pardon, a corner kick. That's exactly what Albirex will look to take advantage of, as Ong Yuen has rushed over. That's the end of the first half here at the Jurong East Stadium. Referee Jansen Fu has called the end to the action in the first half, and it's Albirex Niigata, the home team, who have a small advantage, a 1-0 advantage. It's Fikri Junaidi who scored on the half-hour mark to give the White Swans an all-important 1-0 lead heading into the break. Plenty of football left to be played. There may still be plenty of twists and turns. The second half is coming up very soon. Do stick with us for that. Welcome back to the Jurong East Stadium. It is half-time between Albirex Niigata and Geylang International. And as you can see, it's the league leaders, Albirex, who have a slender 1-0 advantage. Fikri Junaidi breaking the deadlock after 30 minutes played. Let's have a look at some of the highlights from the first half. A half that was fairly controlled by Albirex. Here was the early effort from Taniguchi that had Zaiful Nizam scrambling. Thankfully, Geylang were able to clear their lines. Let's have another look. Taniguchi only had one thing on his mind. Saw the keeper off his line. Zaiful Nizam on his debut. And then they came close through this free kick. It was Kosuke Chiku with the dead ball that came rattling off the woodwork. And Amy Reka thought he had given the visitors a surprise lead here, only to be denied by the post. That would have been some story for Amy Reka to give Geylang International the lead. Let's have another look. Koga finding himself in all sorts of trouble. Unfortunately was denied by the woodwork, Amy Reka. And then Albirex Niigata took advantage of their home advantage. Check out this finish from Fikri Junaidi on the right leg, a rasping effort to beat Zaiful Nizam and give his team an important 1-0 lead. The 21-year-old Singaporean with an outstanding effort to give Albirex Niigata a 1-0 lead at halftime. Fikri Junaidi famously used to play for Geylang International in 2019 before going on to the Young Lions while serving national service. Plays, of course, for Albirex now, and he's given Albirex the lead against his former team. Let's have a look at the halftime stats. 6 shots, 2 on target for Albirex, 1 on target for Geylang International. And that yellow card for Geylang International picked up by Afiq Yunus, who will be living dangerously in the second half. And that offside count as well. Have a look. Albirex Niigata caught offside twice, rightfully so no dramas there. And on the balance of play, it is Albirex Niigata who deservedly lead 1-0. And it's been a bit of a goal fest over at the Hougang Stadium. It is Hougang United leading 4-2 against a hapless Tampines Rovers. Tomyuki Doi with a hat-trick for Hougang United alongside Fabian Kwok. As for Tampines Rovers, Boris Kapetovic and Mehmedovic have scored. So it's 4-2 at the Hougang Stadium. At halftime in the here and now, it's 1-0 between Albirex Niigata and Geylang International. It is Albirex with an all-important lead. The league leaders are looking to continue their push for the Singapore Premier League title. The second half is not too far away. Do stick with us as we continue our coverage of the AIA Singapore Premier League. A very warm welcome back to the Jurong East Stadium. The second half between Albirex Niigata and Geylang International now just minutes away. So we do thank you for your company this Saturday evening in the AIA Singapore Premier League. Albirex Niigata with a small, slender 1-0 advantage against Geylang International at half-time. This, of course, is one of two games coming to you live across Singtel, StarHub, the AIA Singapore Premier League Facebook page and the OnePlay Sports Network. Hougang United at the moment leading 4-2 against Tampines Rovers over at Hougang Stadium. In the hair now, though, it does look like Abdul Qayyim is stripped and ready to come on. I will have confirmation of the change as soon as I have it. It does look like Afiq Yunus, the man who was on a yellow card, is going to make way for Abdul Qayyim. And it's the goal scorer, Fikri Junaidi, who's going to come off for Kuraba Kondo. So two changes, one apiece for both teams. Fikri Junaidi, the man who's given Albirex that 1-0 lead, comes off for a man who's in good goal-scoring form. Kuraba Kondo came off the bench to score twice against Balestier Khalsa. And I'm sure he'll be hoping to have the same impact today as he prepares to take Fikri Junaidi's place on the pitch. In your picture there, Zaiful Nizam making his Geylang International debut today. Has been drawn to make a couple of saves, but unfortunately there will be no clean sheet on his debut, having been beaten by Fikri Junaidi's effort after 30 minutes. In your picture there, as the players are trudging on to the pitch. How about that for a haircut? Mateus Moresh and Danny Kim both sporting bright blonde hairdos. I must say it's a tad confusing for me in commentary, especially when both of those players are in possession of the football. Nonetheless, it does add to their personality. And at the bottom of your picture, Abdul Qayyim set to come on for Afiq Yunus. Afiq Yunus, of course, picked up an early yellow card and was walking a tightrope. So this is a substitution that makes sense. Abdul Qayyim, another senior defender brought in during the mid-season break. He's come on to replace another senior defender. The other change, of course, the home team, Albirex Niigata, replace number 17, Fikri Junaidi, the goal scorer, with this man, Kuraba Kondo. 8 goals all season, 2 in the last 2 games. What a talent at just 19 years of age. We did ask head coach Keiji Shigatomi in the pre-match build-up about the impact Kuraba Kondo has had. He was keen to emphasize that it is a team effort, but it's hard to deny the impact this 19-year-old has had on this team in their push for a 5th title in 6 years. They still have 45 minutes of football ahead of them, Albirex Niigata, as they look to go 8 points clear at the top with a win today. Geylang International will be looking to spoil that party. Head coach Noah Ali talked about being a party pooper at the start, and Geylang International will hope to respond, having gone behind to Albirex Niigata in the first half. It is Mateus Moresh who will kick us off from the center circle, and the second half is underway here at the Jurong East Stadium. Ichikawa with an early touch of the ball. It does look like he and Abdil will now partner each other in the middle of defense. I did talk about the rotating partners for Ichikawa. Well, in one game now, he's had Afiq Yunus in the first half and Abdul Qayyim in the second. Moresh. He's got 10 goals this season, Mateus Moresh. Not just goals, he's got 4 assists as well. The Brazilian really taken like a duck to water to the Singapore Premier League. One of those exciting players. Speaking of exciting players, here comes Kondo. Ilhan Noor drew the foul, knew exactly what he was doing. Did something similar in the first half towards the end. Will Jansen Fu have to go into his pocket? Nope, let off with just a warning for now. But it is a set-piece opportunity for the home team. And they've got plenty of options as to who takes this set piece. It was Nagasawa who was sent to the floor by Ilhan Noor. Zaiful Nizam once again just making sure his wall is in the right place ahead of this free kick. He's seen one free kick rattle off the woodwork in the first half. Referee Jansen Fu happy with everything as Albirex look to threaten from this free kick. We want goals, scream the fans. Will Albirex deliver? Here it comes. Unfortunately, too much power on that as it goes high from Takahiro Tezuka, who scored 5 goals this season, twice the match winner against Geylang International. Unfortunately, that free kick was nowhere close to threatening Zaiful Nizam in goal. Takahiro Tezuka has done well this season. He's 23 years of age, marked as a defender, plays a lot in midfield. He's got 5 goals and 3 assists to show for his efforts. And that's one thing I noticed about the Albirex Niigata team. They do have goals all across the park. They do spread it out across their team. Suboy stands out as the goal scorer, selected goal scorer with 11 goals. But apart from that, there's been plenty of other players who've chipped in with goals. Takahiro Tezuka on 5, Shuya Yamashita on 3, Ryoya Taniguchi on 5, as well as Kuraba Kondo, the halftime substitute, who's chipped in with 8. And of course, not forgetting the man who's given Albirex the lead today, Fikri Junaidi. That's a foul by Albirex, as Amy Reka stands over this. What is Noali plotting? He says he wants to be a party pooper in Albrex's title charge. I'm sure many of the other teams will be hoping the same, especially the Lion City Sailors. Here comes Amy Reka. Couldn't find a green shirt with the ball in. Ashukri Wahid will try and regather possession. Doesn't do so as Albirex look to break. Harith Kanadi did well to cover, but Albirex are relentless and they come again. It is Kondo to Tezuka. Switches it out to Yamashita. Looking for Hashioka. Danny Kim was on hand to cover his fullback. Got a leg to it as it goes out for a throw in. Hashioka, I do beg your pardon, has put the ball in. Had plenty of power, that cross in. There's Geylang, who on the back foot at the moment as Albirex look to conjure something to double their advantage. Hashioka, captain, and the designated throw-in taker, has options in the form of Ong Yun. Doesn't opt for him, instead look for a player in the box. But Moresh has done ever so well to keep this in play. Moresh looking for the run of Amy. Didn't find him, unfortunately, as Albirex clear the lines and look to conjure something of their own. Nagasawa. Chiku. Nagasawa and Abdil clashing. And Abdil adjudged to have fouled Nagasawa there. Not sure if that was a card. I don't think so. Let's have another look at the foul. Yeah, Abdil wasn't going for the ball, was going purely for the man. Abdul Karim, of course, joined mid-season from the Lion City Sailors. Confirmation there of the yellow card. One centre-back was replaced for being on a yellow card. The man who replaces him, Abdul Karim, has got a yellow card in 6 minutes since joining the fray. Moresh got in the way of that ball into the box, and Ilhan Noor clears the ball as Harith Kanadi breaks forward for Geylang International. How about that? Hashioka got too much of the ball. Of the man, I do beg your pardon, says the referee. I don't think the fans agree with that decision, but Hashioka knew exactly what he was doing. I believe the term for that is professional foul. He was one-on-one, and Harith Kanadi was looking to beat him for pace. Captain Hashioka came in, got the ball, got the man, got the yellow card, and for now has got to defend this free kick. Confirmation of the third yellow card of the day, the first for Albirex Niigata. Hashioka's third yellow card of the season. As Geylang International plot their way back into this contest. Koga making sure the wall in front of him is to his liking. As Harith Kanadi stands over this, we'll be looking for a green shirt in the box. And the Geylang fans are in good voice as Harith plays this in. Surprisingly went clean through in a crowded penalty box. But thankfully for Koga, no one got any sort of touch or deflection on it, and he gathered quite gratefully. And Geylang are looking to press and force the issue here. Just 4 games left in Geylang's season. 3 after today. Oh, that's almost a monumental blunder from Takahiro Koga, who's had a few rushes of blood in the first half. He rushed off his line and allowed Amy Reka to slam one onto the woodwork. And now, have a look. Clear the ball straight onto Barry Maguire. Unfortunately, the ball just came too quickly at Barry Maguire for him to direct that towards the goal. And again, Albirex Niigata living quite dangerously. They have the lead. They have the home support. But at the moment, they have a goalkeeper at the back who's causing them a few panic attacks, shall we say. They do, though, have plenty of firepower going forward. If they can double their advantage, that will calm some nerves. Here they come, looking to take it to the Geylang backline. Looking for Hashioka. Harith Kanadi's done ever so well. Ashukri. Hashioka has to be careful here. He is on a yellow card and the captain gets a talking to. Unfortunately, Geylang were looking to take that free kick quickly and nothing came of it. Koga. Once again, Koga has kept 6 clean sheets this season, a league high. He's found himself a couple of times today, almost losing the clean sheet today. He's got 6 clean sheets all season, 2 in the last 2 games. And Ilhan Noor, I think that's a yellow card for 1 foul too many. Once again, it's number 10, Ryosuke Nagasawa, who's causing 18-year-old Ilhan Noor lots of problems. Ilhan Noor is just arguing to Nagasawa that he got the ball. Let's have another look and confirm it. No, no ball. No ball, only player. I'm not sure Ilhan Noor had a case there. So he becomes the 3rd Geylang defender to go into the book, alongside Afiq Yunus and Abdul Kaim. Afiq, of course, is not on the pitch anymore. He was replaced by Abdul at halftime. Confirmation of the yellow card, Ilhan Noor. Another set-piece opportunity here for the White Swans as they look to double their advantage. Approaching the 56th minute. Moresh once again got his body in the way of the ball. Has come all the way in. And it was Ichikawa, I believe, who got the header out. Chance is not over yet as Albirex come again. looked to have time and space. I believe it was Nagasawa who had time and space. Unfortunately, couldn't get his shot on target. They do, though, settle for a corner. Albirex Niigata. It's Takahiro Tezuka who goes over to take the corner. Corner to defend here for Geylang International as Takahiro Tezuka plays the ball in. Almost found the head of a teammate. I believe it was Taniguchi, yep. Ryoya Taniguchi will look to connect with the header. It is going to be another substitution for Geylang International. Number 14, Ashukri Wahid, is going to make way for Christopher Van Huysen. Christopher Van Huysen was a man in good form before the international break. One goal and 3 assists for the 28-year-old this season. And against the league leaders, this will be his toughest assignment yet. Referee waves play on as Geylang come. Harith Kanadi asking too much of Christopher Van Huysen. So Noor Ali deciding to roll his dice in an attacking position, bringing on Christopher Van Huysen for Ashukri Wahid. Abdel heads it back to Zaiful Nizam. Once again, the fans are in good voice. Abdul Kaim finding himself in a spot of bother, loses out to Nagasawa, who's done ever so well. Ryosuke Nagasawa makes Abdul Kaim pay. What a goal from the 22-year-old to double Albirex advantage. The fans are celebrating, the players are celebrating, and why not? Albirex Niigata, a 2 to the good. An hour played here at the Jurong East Stadium, and the league leaders are looking in good nick. How about this from Nagasawa, beating his man, finding the bottom corner. Abdul Kaim won't want to watch that replay. Gave the ball away, and then Nagasawa ran at him, and ran at him he did. So an hour gone here at the Jurong East Stadium, and it's Albirex Niigata who've moved into the driver's seat with a second goal. Ryosuke Nagasawa adding to the first half goal by Fikri Junaidi to give the White Swans what seems to be, at the moment, a comfortable 2-0 lead. And there's going to be more good news by the look of things for Albirex Niigata, because out of your picture now, top scorer Kiyoshiro Tsuboi is stripped and ready to come on. 11 goals this season, Tsuboi, a man in good goal-scoring form. Unfortunately, had to miss out through injury. He does look fit and ready to go now as he clocks in the minutes as they approach the tail end of the season. It does look like Ong Yen will make way for Kiyoshiro Tsuboi. I will have confirmation of that change very soon. You can hear the fans and what they make of the return of their top scorer. It is Ong Yen who will make way for Kiyoshiro Tsuboi. Ong Yen has had an industrious display today. And as the White Swans top scorer, quite a luxury, isn't it, to be leading 2-0 and bringing on your top scorer, Kiyoshiro Tsuboi. 11 goals this season. Will he add to that today? Well, he's got about half an hour to make a difference. And at the moment, it doesn't look good for Geylang. Noor Ali addressed the inconsistency. But let's be honest, going up against Albirex Niigata, the league leaders, was always going to be a tough assignment for the Eagles. Try telling the fans that, though, the Ultras, the Geylang Ultras and the rest of the fans have been in such good voice at the Jurong East Stadium. And for those of you cheering your teams on from home, we do thank you for your company this Saturday evening. If you're just joining us, well, it's 60 minutes played here at the Jurong East Stadium, and it's the home team, Albirex Niigata, who have a comfortable 2-0 lead against Geylang International. Fikri Junaidi scored in the first half before Ryosuke Nagasawa scored in the second. And that could have been a number 3 for the man who's just joined the fray, Kiyoshiro Suboi, with a shot on target. Number 9, Albrex's leading scorer, who's missed some games through injury, is back and is looking to regain full fitness. Christopher Van Huysen with a inviting ball that unfortunately couldn't find a green shirt. And that's gone all the way out for a throw in. There you have it, confirmation of the yellow card count, brought to you by Genius Sports. Geylang have 3 compared to Albrex's 1. I must say, Abdul Kaim has had 15 to 17 minutes to forget since coming on at halftime. He's got a yellow card, given away the ball quite clumsily. It led to Nagasawa making it 2-0. Abdul Kaim, the man who joined from the Lion City Sailors on loan, was desperate for game time, not getting much of it at the Sailors. Unfortunately, he hasn't been able to do his parent club any favours today. Confirmation of the goal scorer, Ryosuke Nagasawa. Number 10. Has looked really lively in the second half and been rewarded with a goal. Firdaus Kasman back to as a speculative ball for green shirt to chase down. Koga puts his boot through that. Suboi. Once again, Suboi does much more than just score goals. He links up the play so well as he brings. That could have been difficult as Suboi has a shot, stinging effort on his left leg. Abdul threw his body in the way. As Geylang International here come forward through Mateus Moresh. Looking for a green shirt. And Koga with an outstanding save. Takahiro Koga denies Barry Maguire. Has had his moments, Koga, but he came up tops there. Stood up strong to deny Barry Maguire. A goal for Geylang here would really crank things up at the Jurong East Stadium. And at the moment, it's end-to-end stuff between these two teams. As they come again, Abdul got his head in the way. Let's have another look at the Geylang chance if we have the opportunity. There we have it. Mateus Moresh broke forward and almost got the goal. Barry Maguire, header on target, denied by Koga. And while we are looking at that, Albirex Niigata could have well made it 3. Zaiful Nizam in the end, gathering the team effort. Thankfully, we didn't miss anything. Firdaus Kasman. Barry Maguire. I must say, Amy Reka has found it rather difficult today. But good strikers just need one chance, and it's Barry Maguire who looked for his teammate. But his ball into the box took a deflection off an orange shirt and goes out for a corner kick that Christopher Van Huysen is walking over to take. Ryosuke Nagasawa, the man who's given Albirex a 2-0 advantage here, scoring his second goal of the season and second goal in 3 games as well. Last scored in that 1-0 win for Albirex against the Young Lions as Geylang International looks to pull one back here. And somehow Albirex clear their line. Danger's not over yet as Christopher Van Huysen plays a teasing ball in. And I'm telling you, Geylang International are knocking on the orange door. They're looking to find a way, find a lifeline to keep themselves alive in this game. Let's have a look. Moresh must have thought that was going in there, only for Yamashita to throw himself in the way of that. And Albirex have a corner to defend here. Koga with an important touch away. It is still in Geylang's possession here as they look to continue their press to reduce the deficit. Danny Kim. Ilhan No looks to beat his man. Kondo's done ever so well. Picks out Suboy, who picks out Taniguchi, and Kondo's in acres of space here. Look at that run from Taniguchi down the middle. Unfortunately, Kondo's ball had too much pace in it. Couldn't find Taniguchi, and it's gone out for a goal kick. A lightning quick breakaway from Albirex Niigata. Unfortunately, the final pass evaded Kondo. The chance was gone begging. Ichikawa. Harith. Abdul plays it short back to his goalkeeper. Yuki Ichikawa. Well, as it stands in the AIA Singapore Premier League, it is advantage Albirex Niigata. A win here will see them move 8 points clear of the Lion City Sailors, who would have played 2 games less. The Lion City Sailors, of course, in action tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. against the Young Lions. That game, of course, will be live across our network, so do find time to catch the Sailors in action as they look to hunt the league leaders down. Also in action will be Tanjong Pagar United against Balestier Khalsa. So another Super Sunday in the Singapore Premier League. In the here and now, though, on this soccer Saturday, it's Albirex Niigata who lead 2-0 against Geylang International after 70 minutes at the Jurong East Stadium. And over at the Hougang Stadium, it's a goal fest. It's now 5-3 between Hougang United and Tampines Rovers. Hougang United leading 5-3. Koga coming off his line quickly and commandingly to gather possession. As I was saying, Hougang United leading 5-3 against Tampines Rovers. Fabian Kwok, Lionel San and a Tomoyuki Doi hat-trick contributing to the 5 goals for the Cheetahs. Boris Kapitovic with a double and Zerudin Mehmedovic scoring the 3 for Tampines Rovers. So it's been 8 goals at the Hougang Stadium. And that could have been a goal here at the Jurong East Stadium. Mateus Moresh had a sniff, had a look. Unfortunately, didn't have the accuracy. As we take a pause for the customary water break halfway through the second half. Let's have a look at that. Mateus Moresh looking for that far corner. Unfortunately, lacked the dip and bend in his effort. As the players take a break to gather their thoughts and get some hydration. In the picture, the Geylang fans. The team may trail 2-0, but try telling them that in good voice, in great voice. Waving to their players, cheering them on. And it's good to see them adhere to safe distancing measures with their mask on, despite showing so much passion. When you see pictures like this, it really reminds you what football is about. Football is nothing without the fans. And to see fans cheer their team on despite difficult circumstances is always good to see. Let's have a look at the goals. This was Fikri Junaidi after 30 minutes. The former Geylang man gave Albirex the lead. And then this, 60 minutes played, Ryosuke Nagasawa made Abdul Karim pay. What a finish that was. Nagasawa with his second goal of the season. And the second goal on the night for Albirex Niigata. Just under 20 minutes of regulation time left to play here at the Jurong East Stadium. And Albirex Niigata are in cruise control in their quest for a 5th Singapore Premier League title in 6 years. Fans are in good voice cheering their team on as we approach the final embers. Well, say final embers, but a goal could really change it, especially a goal for Geylang. In the final 20 minutes here at the Jurong East Stadium, league leaders Albirex have put up yet another clinical display as Kondo beats his man and looks to find his way into the box. They've kept it in play and done ever so well. It was Chiku who in the end got a shot. Van Huysen, Harith Kanadi taking no chances as he clears the ball. Once again, Moresh has done so well to keep it in play, killing it with one touch, and then picks out his strike partner, Amy Reka. Receives the ball again. Mateus Moresh. Barry Maguire. Not orthodox defending. Quite a stinging effort by the way of a back pass to your goalkeeper. And I must say, Koga panicked slightly as he adopted a safety-first approach to just clear the ball. Has had a few nervy moments today, Takahiro Koga. Nonetheless, thus far, he's got a clean sheet to show for his day's work. Ilhan No to Barry Maguire. Has had a bit of a quiet outing. Barry Maguire did have that one header that was saved by Koga. Apart from that, for the man who's got 7 assists this season, unable to add to his tally. Abdil launches it long, looking for a green shirt, doesn't find it. And you can hear the fans. They are here to support their team, and they're going to make their trip worthwhile regardless of the score. The Geylang International fans showing such good voice despite the circumstances, difficult circumstances. Kondo here can make it even more difficult. Zaiful Nizam showing the reflexes of a teenager. 29-year-old Zaiful Nizam making his debut for Geylang International. Doesn't have a clean sheet to show for it, but how about that for a save to deny Kondo. Let's have another look. Kondo beat the players, got a shot. Sharp, sharp save from Zaiful Nizam. As Geylang International have to defend another corner kick for Albirex Niigata as the sun sets here on this Saturday evening here in Singapore. Zaiful got an important punch. He's back up to his feet, and it's not over yet. Kondo's ball in though, lacked accuracy and has gone out. Kuraba Kondo hasn't had the impact he had against Balestier, that's for sure. Came off the bench against Balestier to score 2 goals. How about that for the shot count? Albirex have 5 on target, have scored 2 of those. Geylang have only had 3. None of those have found the back of the net. Ichikawa flicks it on to Barry, who's found Harith Kanadi. who's got Kondo for company. Harith has found Moresh, who's stinging right foot effort. Was straight at Koga. Couldn't beat the goalkeeper anywhere but straight at the keeper, and that might have ended up in the back of the net. For now though, Geylang still don't have that lifeline goal they're looking for. Zaiful Nizam gathers possession. Must be rather difficult to join a new team, towards the tail end of the season. After today, Geylang only have 3 games left to play. Thankfully for Zaiful, he will be around next season as well with the Eagles. Yep, after today, Geylang International play Balestier Khalsa, the Lion City Sailors, and then Tampines Rovers. But now though they're defending, as Kondo looks to put a ball in, Harith Kanadi threw his body in the way of that shot, and Albirex settle for a corner. Albirex too have 3 games coming up after today in their charge for the Premier League title. After Geylang International today, they play the Lion City Sailors in that mouth-watering Friday night football clash. I do urge you to make a date with us to come and watch that in person or across the network, because it is going to be huge. That's on 17th of September, the Albirex Niigata against the Lion City Sailors. And that's 3-0. Albirex Niigata have sealed all 3 points with a 3rd goal here. And it's Ryoya Taniguchi who goes over to celebrate with his teammates and coaching staff. I must say that's game, set and match for the league leaders, who've scored from the set piece. A 3rd of the night for Albirex Niigata. The pom-poms are out, and why not? Let's have a look. Takahiro Tezuka with the corner. A towering header from Ryoya Taniguchi. Let's have another look. No chance, Zaiful Nizam. A 6th goal of the season for Taniguchi. More importantly, a 3rd goal on the night for Albirex Niigata. And a goal that in all likelihood will seal all 3 points, unless we see something really special from Geylang International. Just about 10 minutes left to play in this contest, and Albirex are closing in on an important victory in their quest for the Premier League title. It does look like the league leaders have come out with a game plan and executed it to perfection. It's easy to see why this Albirex team has only lost once all season. They of course will move 8 points clear of 2nd place Lion City Sailors after today's victory. The Lion City Sailors will have 2 games in hand, one of which comes tomorrow. Confirmation of the goal scorer Ryoya Taniguchi, up to 6 goals for the season for the 22-year-old. Zaiful Nizam. I must say he hasn't had the worst of debuts, but there's something about the goals that was beyond him really, but definitely not what he would have had in mind. But I'm sure a goalkeeper of his experience will know that it was never going to be easy against the league leaders. Once again, Koga questionable with his distribution, as Barry Maguire looks to build something for Geylang. Here comes Ilhan Noor, looking for Amy. Danny Kim to Amy Reka. Amy Reka has the ball in the box. Gone down and nothing doing, says Jansen Fu. Points for a goal kick. He's been busy. Jansen Fu, the man in the middle, dished out 4 yellow cards, 3 for Geylang, 1 for Albirex. And he urges Koga to get underway quickly. Albirex, of course, have 3 games left to play after today. They play the Lion City Sailors on 17th of September before they take on Tampines Rovers on the 24th of September. And then October 2nd, the final day of the Singapore Premier League season, they take on Tanjong Pagar United. Still plenty of twist left in this tale. It's Kuraba Kondo who's become the 5th player of the night to go into the book, the 2nd for Albirex. For this rough challenge on Danny Kim. Let's have a look. Lost the ball, lost his head slightly. No question of the yellow card for the 19-year-old Kuraba Kondo. Ryoya Taniguchi. Industrious shift, really. I'm sure the mics are picking up the crowd noise. Yes, they're urging their team to defend their lead. And what a lead it is. 3-0, comfortable. 3 points they're heading towards Albirex Niigata. This could be worse. Straight at Zaiful, who does well to parry it away. Thankfully, his defender was on hand to head it back comfortably for him to gather. And after conceding 3 goals today, Geylang International have now conceded 46 goals in 18 games. That's unfortunately the most goals conceded in the league. Much more than Balstic Ulsa and the Young Lions, who are below them in the table. Confirmation of the yellow card, Kuraba Kondo. Not one of his better displays, Kondo, 19-year-old, who came on as a half-time substitute for goal scorer Fikri Junaidi. Barry Maguire can't find a teammate. It did look like he had a hand in the back of the Albirex man. Nothing says the referee as Geylang lose possession as Albirex get us underway with the throw-in. Chiku switches the play, looking for Hashioka, who's got Harith for company. Harith has done well. Ichikawa's lost it here, and that could be dangerous as Suboi has a chance. Ishikawa recovered well. Oh, that's a nasty challenge from the Geylang captain. Ichikawa knows he's in trouble, accepts the yellow card without much of a fuss. For Suboi, though, the man who's just returned from injury, I'm sure he was slightly worried when the challenge came in. It does look like he'll be okay to continue. Have a look at this challenge. Ichikawa, no ball, all player. You can see the fans behind the fence reacting to that challenge just as much as me. There's another set piece opportunity here for the White Swans, as Yuki Ichikawa becomes the 4th Geylang player to go into the book today. 4th defender, mind you. Tells you the task they've had at hand to take on this free-flowing Albirex team. Can't please them all. They're 3-0 up. They still want goals, chant the fans. As Takahiro Tezuka plays this ball in, looking for an orange shirt. Chance not over yet. Nagasawa keeps it alive. Kondo looking for a teammate. Can Taniguchi keep it in play? Yes, he can. Taniguchi. Ichikawa and Abdul Kaim came on the scene to usher the ball out. And it's Albirex with a corner, I do beg your pardon, have a throw in an attacking position. Tokiwa with the throw. Tezuka. Ichikawa urging Zaiful to come out together. Zaiful just does just that. Abdil. Harith. Hashioka once again. 87 minutes on the clock, and Hashioka is still rampaging up and down that flank. Zaiful Nizam living very dangerously there, Zaiful. But if you can play like that, why not? Took a touch and then slammed it far and wide, as far as he could, really. And in the end, cleared his lines, having found himself in a spot of bother. Here comes Taniguchi. Kondo to Chiku. Is there a fourth goal in this? Yes, there is. How about that? Ryoya Taniguchi with his second goal on the night, and Albrex's fourth. And if this game wasn't over as a contest already, it very much is now. Once again, massive celebrations amongst the Albirex cheerleaders. And why not? The league leaders are going 8 points clear at the top. Ryoya Taniguchi with the icing on the cake. A seventh goal of the season for Albrex's number 7. A left leg finish. Smashed it home past Zaiful Nizam. And the reigning champions look in cruise control in their quest for the title. And if Geylang are not careful here, it might get ugly as Albirex come again. They're really on the ropes here, Geylang. Zaiful Nizam quick off his line. I do believe Albirex smell blood here. They're not done. I just feel they are going to be pouring forward as we approach the final embers of this game. Amidst all that, there's been a substitution. Umar Akbar has come on for Firdaus Kasman. Or is about to come on for Firdaus Kasman. I will have confirmation of that change as it happens. Christopher Van Hoosen has done well. There he is, Firdaus Kasman, the man about to be replaced. It does look like he's put in quite a shift in the middle of the park, number 17. You can see him struggling with his knee slightly. He has to wait for the ball to go out of play, unfortunately, before a substitution can take place. There it is at the bottom of your picture, number 6, Umar Akbar, stripped and ready to come on. As Geylang come forward here, Amy Reka took a shot, took a deflection and gone out for a corner. Confirmation then that Umar Akbar, 25-year-old Umar Akbar, replaces 33-year-old Firdaus Kasman. A tireless shift in midfield for Firdaus. Here come Geylang with the corner. Koraba Kondo has pickpockets at Harith Kanadi. Can he score here, Kondo? Oh, he's done so well. Kondo makes it 5. A 5-star showing from the league leaders. Koraba Kondo has his goal off the bench. And I told you Albirex smelt blood. Confirmation of the 3 additional minutes. The number that matters though is 5 goals to the good. Albirex Niigata have absolutely thumped Geylang International. Pickpocketed Harith Kanadi, and how about this for composure? 1, 2, slam. Thank you very much. Koraba Kondo with goal number 9 of the season. Beat the player, beat the keeper, and finished with aplomb. And Albirex Niigata have really laid down a marker here. Confirmation. This has been a champions showing. The defending champions are closing in on a 5th title in 6 years, and they've scored 5 tonight to lay the gauntlet down to the Lion City Sailors, who play tomorrow. Just about 90 seconds left at the Jurong East Stadium, and I'm telling you, the atmosphere from the Albirex fans is electric, as they've seen their team score 5 goals today and move 8 points clear of second place Lion City Sailors. There's been a substitution amidst all that. Number 16, Makoto Ito, has come on for Ryoya Taniguchi. Kuraba Kondo, just 19 years of age. Scored twice against Balestier last time out off the bench, and today he's grabbed himself 1 goal. That takes his tally to 9 for the season. Albirex had scored 12 goals in their last 5 games. They now made it 17 in their last 6 games. If that's not championship form, I'm not sure what is. As we approach the final stages, referee Jansen Fu has the whistle in his mouth, and he blows for full time. An emphatic performance from the league leaders. A 5-star showing to seal all 3 points. Albirex Niigata 5, Geylang International 0 here at the Jurong East Stadium. What a performance from the league leaders. They didn't sit back on their comfortable cushion. They went for blood, and boy, did they get it. Ryoya Taniguchi with 2 goals. Ryosuke Nagasawa with a goal, Fikri Junaidi with a goal, and Kuraba Kondo with a goal. As the hapless Eagles are thumped 5-0 at the Jurong East Stadium. A debut to forget really for Zaiful Nizam, as Keiji Shigatomi closes in on the Singapore Premier League crown. All season long, Albirex have been efficient with their performances. What they're showing now is a bit of swagger, a bit of panache. And after this, just there's 3 games left to play for the league leaders. And as it stands, they have a commanding 8-point lead at the top of the table, despite having played more games than second place Lion City Sailors. An outstanding match that really came to life with 4 second-half goals. Let's have a look at how it all panned out here at the Jurong East Stadium. As Noor Ali, a man who will have a fair bit of reflecting to do. It was Albirex Niigata who had the better of the chances. Ryoya Taniguchi with an early effort, looking to catch Zaiful Nizam off his line. Zaiful recovered well to deny Taniguchi. And then came this effort from Chiku that came off the woodwork. Great effort from Chiku, unfortunately just too high, bounced off the woodwork. The storyline could have been very different if Amy Reka's effort found the back of the net. Unfortunately, the woodwork came to Albrex's rescue. Takahiro Koga off his line. Emi Reka almost made him pay. And then though, as Albirex generally do, they went on to find the breakthrough. It was the former Geylang man, Fikri Junaidi, with a rasping right leg effort that broke the hearts of Geylang, who defended stoutly till then, and broke the deadlock. 30 minutes played, that gave Albirex Niigata a 1-0 lead. First goal of the season for 21-year-old Fikri Junaidi. And then this was a chance that could have turned into a spot of bother. Barry Maguire could have drawn the scores level. His header was wide. Abdul Kaim won't want to see this replay. He gave the ball away to Ryosuke Nagasawa, who made him pay. And how? What a goal. Ryosuke Nagasawa gathered possession, beat his man, bottom corner. That was 2-0 after 60 minutes. Composure for you from the number 10. Mateus Moresh then set up Barry Maguire, who was denied by a sharp save from Koga. That goal would have given Geylang a lifeline. Koga denied him and kept on to his 7th clean sheet of the season. Moresh had another chance. Albirex got a body in the way, and it was crucial that they did. And then leading 2-0. Kondo looked to make it 3. Zaiful Nizam with a sharp save to deny Kondo. They won't be denied for long though, as Takahiro Tezuka picked out Ryoya Taniguchi, who made it 3 from the corner. A powerful header that gave Zaiful no chance, and that gave Albirex a 3-0 lead. And at this point, the league leaders smelt blood. How about this for Taniguchi's second, a first-time effort on his left foot. 4 goals to the good. Albirex Niigata were in cruise control before Kondo added the icing on the cake, beating the defender and the goalkeeper before slamming home for goal number 5. A 5-star showing from the league leaders. 5-0 on the night. And they thump Geylang International. Let's have a look at the full-time stats. 18 shots, 10 on target. Tells you the dominance of the White Swans. Couple of offsides, not that it mattered because they scored 5 times against a hapless Geylang International defense. There, of course, was one other game going on. And how about that for a scoreline? I promise you, this is football. Hougang United 7, Tampines Rovers 3. The Stags in all sorts of trouble. 10 goals scored at the Hougang Stadium. 7 going to Hougang United. And what a soccer Saturday. 2 games have offered us 15 goals, and this is how the table stands. Look at that. Albirex Niigata, pole position. 8 points clear of the Lion City Sailors, who have played 2 games less. The Sailors are in action against the Young Lions tomorrow, and they have a chance to close that gap. As for Geylang International, they are stuck in 6th behind Tanjong Pagar. And as I alluded to earlier, 2 more games coming to you on Super Sunday in the Singapore Premier League. Balestier Khalsa up against Tanjong Pagar United. Then it's the Young Lions against the Lion City Sailors. The Sailors, of course, need a result to keep pressure at the top. Both those games coming to you live at 5:30 p.m. Be sure to join us. And there you have it, full time here at the Jurong East Stadium. It's been raining goals. Albirex Niigata scoring 5 to Geylang International's 0. An outstanding performance from the league leaders that sends them 8 points clear at the top. Plenty of football left in the AIA Singapore Premier League. We do thank you for your company. We'll see you soon.